Yanni's out today. This looks turkey-esque on the right.
I like the fact there's nobody parked here.
Me too, and I like the fact the gate's closed. Because like to get on the back of that pasture, it's a pretty good haul back in there. You got to cross a couple feeder creeks to get back there to it.
Let's get it.
I'm gonna jet right back down the road a little bit, make sure there's not another road or a parking lot. Then I'll come back and pull in off to the side or something.
You talk.
Yeah, I'm just listening. It's mid-morning, 8:30 or so. We came over to a few different spots after we realized there was a bunch of other people hunting the turkeys we heard this morning. We pulled into this gate, there wasn't anybody here, so we just walked back in here. And it looks pretty dang cool back here. There's a big food plot on the public, and then this clear cut on the back side of it, there's a big creek. And you gotta walk a pretty good ways to get to it, so we're hoping that there's turkeys back in there. It's nice today, it's a little chilly yet, but you'd think they'd be gobbling still, especially if we find one that ain't got a bunch of hens with him. So we're gonna mosey on down in there and get close to that creek and see if we can get one of them to talk. I was complaining about how this doesn't look like turkey habitat, and I get the call and a bird gobbles like 100 yards maybe. Struck that bird and set up. He never answered again, sort of looping around. Gonna try to get more up above him, on top of the ridge. He almost acted like he shock gobbled. To Aaron's call, I'm not really responding to it like you might have a hen. I thought we was gonna pull off a buzzer beater.
Would've been fun.
Huh?
Would've been fun.
Yeah.
He's got to work.
Yeah, I wish he would've gobbled again, but I don't know where he's at now. Oh well. Yanni's gotta head out. We just got this turkey to gobble, but he's gotta jump on a plane. What time does it leave?
3:30.
I got you.
We got a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, and then you gotta turn your rental car in and all that, so.
Right.
Thanks for coming, dude.
Oh,
we had a good time.
Thanks for having me.
We're gonna stay in here on this thing while Yanni gets out of here and goes back to the airport. I'm glad you got one.
Oh man, that was sweet.
I didn't think it was gonna happen really for a while, because this is tough. It's tough sledding in here, boy.
Tough sledding?
Yeah.
That's a new one for me.
Aaron says that one a lot.
Yeah, I do. We still got 2 more months of this, is what Yanni said earlier.
Yeah, thank goodness. I know you guys are like in the groove, but this just got me warmed up, you know?
Yeah, it'll go by like that. It's usually end of May, and we're going on those last few hunts. It's like, man, where did the time go?
And it doesn't slow down. Every season goes by faster.
Really fast.
You youngins wouldn't know nothing about what we're talking about. Oh, these old boss Toms here. I'll tell you
Still
how it
goes by.
is.
It goes by too fast for me too.
Well, I hope you kill him.
We'll try.
I'll just throw all my leftover beer and food into that blue cooler that's sitting there in camp.
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, we really appreciate that. We're
There
running.
you go. You just got
He
one.
just got him.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear him. Well, Yanni,
No, he's too far.
we're gonna go chase him.
Unless you're gonna just do some map check. Oh, you're saying bye bye. Yeah, bye.
We're gonna go chase him.
I thought you guys were trying to talk me into giving me another 15.
I'd love for you to give it another 15. We can't chase this thing too long because we got to be out of the camp by
Oh,
1.
that's right. Yeah, you guys
So,
only got another hour or two.
We only got an hour or 2, and then we got to bail. Maybe we can learn a little something about this guy back here, though.
Yeah.
We're
You
gonna
guys
be-
come up with any great ideas for more collaborations, you know? Seriously,
Yeah.
you know.
It's good to ask these folks.
We need to do like a big deer camp. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
That's what Steve called about a
late
couple years
season
ago.
deer driving kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just go and shoot, like
Yeah.
try to get a deer pole up there. You just hang them up, boy.
I like
Making all kinds of
making
food.
meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. All
Thank
right,
you.
man.
Nice to
Safe
meet you.
travels.
Do all these. Nice to meet you.
both.
Just shot gobbled again. Bird just shot gobbled again. Yanni had to bail. And he's moved a little ways from the first time when we struck him. He was down in this bottom. Now he's up on that other ridge. Let's just take the property line straight down to him. He's up on that ridge. We can move good ways on him. Oh man, he's in a good spot to kill him. He's in a good spot right now, boys.
What do you think, Tom?
Get a lot closer. I don't know what to do, Jake. If we gobble one more time to confirm that that's where he's at, I'd just move around and go to it. We gotta go move camp anyway.
Oh my god. We were just driving around, guys. And we just drove right by this guy's field, and Jake looked in the ditch. He's like, hey, there's turkeys right. And I looks over there, and there's 3 longbeards right there, right off the road. We drive another 20 feet, public land. So we're going to kill them.
Somebody's gonna mess with them.
Somebody's gonna mess
They're gonna
with
push them up into.
Yeah,
closer to
they're going to go up into public. You strutting boys, blowed up big.
Golly, that gets me fired. Let's go. I feel like I'm in a dream. They look like they were heading right up in. I think we need to go in this bottom and then hook. We slipped up here on these turkeys. Crested this little ridge, and I can hear him drumming. He's right over the lip from us. He's right there. He ain't very far. He might be working up this ditch, though. Oh yeah, baby. I don't think he's gonna come, but he might. He's just across the line on private. Otherwise, I'd slide up there and try to kill him. And that saddle up there is the spot. Right below that saddle. They gotta go up there. We might have to be careful sliding down here if he's up a little bit. We backed out. These birds are working up towards a saddle that's more on public, so we're gonna try to loop around and get in front of him. Kind of working away from us, but he's gobbling good, so hopefully we can get there in time. We need to cross through and get on that ridge, because that's what they're doing. They're working up the back of it. Oh! We're on public.
he strutting? Half strut. I think we're done. Yeah. I should have just shot him, I guess. How close was he? 35. Through a good bit of brush, but he stood there and half strutted for 15 minutes. I mean, I could have easily got up a little bit and shot through a hole and killed him. Mm-hmm. But I also didn't know where that other turkey was at. According to my Onyx, he was on public. But then when he went left around that log, he's on private now. How close did that hen come? 12 yards, 10 yards. Oh, really? Yeah, right here. She jumped up on that log. When she did that, I was like, oh, it's done deal. They're coming right up through there. They didn't do it. It was through such a tight window, and I know there was multiple birds, so I just decided to pass on the shot. Those things were on public, barely on public.
That stress you out a little bit?
Oh gosh, I was stressed. I could have shot that turkey, guys, but I was just not wanting to take a chance on killing multiple birds, possibly hitting a hen or something. I just didn't have a real good clear shot. All I could see was his head, and I could see other turkeys moving around him back in that brush, and it's 35 yards through brush with other turkeys in play. I was like, nah.
What this video won't show is those things were within range for 45 minutes.
I had the one bird within range for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show y'all what hung this thing up down here, because I think I can see it. That gobbler was standing right here. All he had to do was go up this hill behind me, and it sure looks like he had an easy path through there, but because I can see Jake back at the tree about 35 yards. But the stupid thing decided to duck underneath of this dead pine, this fallen pine, and go that way. Although I did see a hen go that direction, so after him. Maybe we can come up with one yet. Well, it's been a pretty quiet evening so far. We haven't heard or seen much this evening. It's real quiet. We came right back into the area we were hunting at. This is the top of the ridge where we thought that bird was gobbling when we were 2 ridges over this morning. So we're just sitting in here until the last light, trying to catch a distant gobble or maybe hear him fly up or something. Been a pretty crazy day of turkey hunting thus far, though. Can't complain. We've been in them all day. It's so quiet, though, that instead of gomming through there and trying to strike one up, we just decided that we'd be best off just sitting here listening for a while, calling every once in a while. So maybe something will show up, or we can get something roosted here before dark. I wonder if that's one of the endangered woodpeckers that lives in the south. He sounds different.
Tell people why you're counting those yelps.
Why am I counting them? Am I counting them?
Yeah.
Count the yelps so that I don't make the same yelp twice in a row. I'll yelp like 3 or 4 times, and then I might yelp 7, 8, 9 notes, and I might just yelp 3 notes. It's kind of random, but keeps me from getting too repetitious with my calling, because a live hen doesn't usually do that. She'll yelp like 5, 6 notes, and then when nothing answers her, she'll come back maybe with another yelp with a little bit more excitement and intensity. It's dropping more of that bottom end in there. Sounds good in theory, but it didn't work. Tip of the day, if you're trying to get turkeys not to gobble back. Just about see him in the tree. He is in the tree, isn't he? Yeah. That bottom, that creek bottom's real pretty right in there. I don't know whether it's smart just to get right underneath of him
right here. Just bring him straight up that hill. I don't know if he's going to do the same thing 2 mornings in a row, but he's in about the same spot. Last night he was farther over. Well, I think we're in a pretty good spot for our last morning. I can only hunt about half the day tomorrow. If at the most. I need to get home and I got a lot of editing to do.
That's what happens when you get married during turkey season. I'd say it's one of those deals that's either going to happen pretty fast or not going to happen.
I'd say you're right. We're in a good spot for the morning. He's roosted very close to where he was last night, or a turkey is. I'm assuming it's him. He's gobbling his brains out this evening. Once he flew up on that limb, he's been gobbling nonstop. I'd say we're going to come right back in here, try to get in on this ridge before daylight in the morning, and hope that he comes up it again. He was standing right here where we're at this morning. Maybe he'll repeat. He's ready to go, boy. He's ready. It's supposed to be pretty. We're going to have to get up early again, Jacob.
Yep.
Real early. Tiptoe out of here.
Yesterday morning.
Oh. Looks like we got it, boys. Got up a little bit earlier this morning just because we got one roosted in there last night. I didn't want to risk getting to the spot late, so I brought my pillow.
I thought you brought that for me.
Nah, man, I didn't. We got a bird roosted in here about a mile back, and it's, what time is it? 4:26. It doesn't get daylight until 7 o'clock. So we gonna sleep some more now, and then we'll head to the woods here in a little bit and get after this thing. Benjamin's back here. He's gonna follow along.
Ben, introduce yourself.
I'm Ben.
That's all you got for him.
Yep.
That's all he got for you all at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm ready to get some sleep here.
All right.
Ben just cranked some coffee. He's ready to sleep.
All right, we're easing in on this turkey. We got him roosted right down in here. He gobbled a pile of times last night. He's ready to rock and roll, so we're gonna try to get out on this ridge with him. Get about 100 yards from him. I don't want to get too close in this situation because yesterday morning he flew down and came right up to that flat ridge where Jake and I were set up last night. I don't want to get too close to him in the roost and then have the birds swerve us and end up on that flat ridge, because that's definitely the spot that he wanted to be yesterday morning. We're going to sit back just a hair of him, 40, 50 yards from the tree, and see if he comes right up that ridge again. I'm not gonna call to him very much on the roost. I'll probably just yelp at him once or twice and then see what the turkey does. He's gobbling, boy.
Drumming too.
Yep. You heard that one?
Faced us.
Yep. This is not good, Jacob. What do you think he's thinking up there? He's not thinking anything. I think he's glassed.
This is a
total assumption, but we learned yesterday that there's two people that have been hunting that private up there pretty hard, and he's kind of acting to me like a turkey that's watched a couple of his brothers get shot, maybe.
Yeah. That old man at the road yesterday, he said, yeah, my grandsons, my nephews hunt back there about every day. So I'm assuming, week and a half into the season like this, Jake's right, and his brothers have already been killed. And he's probably been hunting from the public side. He's probably been hunting from that side.
He's doing a good job of staying alive.
When he stayed in a tree that long, clear up to sun up, I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah, yesterday he got up here and gobbled a whole bunch, so hopefully he gets to a spot where he's just going to be content and try to gobble up a couple.
If he gets to a spot where he's going to be content and gobble a bunch, then we'll have a chance on sneaking up to him. Let's get after him. Maybe not if we had all day. If I had all day to lay in here with him, might be able to do something with him.
Did it go how you expected it to, Ben?
I mean, I thought we had him right in the oven already. He was.
Yeah.
Until he pitched about 150 yards.
Roosted is not always roasted.
No,
I've
not.
learned over the years. When you roost him, it's a good thing. Definitely puts you in the game, but it doesn't necessarily mean a dead turkey in the morning. Because like we were talking about a while ago, with that turkey, he was screwball from the get-go. We called last night on that ridge, and he came in by himself to the roost, never gobbled on the ground, and then pitched up in the tree and started gobbling.
And we heard him like 50 yards in front of us.
Yeah, we heard him scratching the leaves and called at him, and he didn't want to come up there and look last night. It's obvious that he's comfortable gobbling up in that tree, but once he gets down on the ground in here, he's been messed with, he's been hunted. There's possibility that there's a spot in here where he feels comfortable gobbling, where he will get to and start gobbling at some point this morning, where we can maybe do something with him, but we got to get out of here. I've already extended my stay in Georgia long enough. We need to get a bunch of work done, need to get home. We've got other plans on the turkey tour. We got to go home. Ted's planning to film a youth hunter this weekend, I think. I'm probably going to get out during the Missouri youth season. Then Virginia season starts, I believe, next weekend.
The 10th, I think you
said? The 10th, right around the 10th, yeah. And then Kentucky season starts the weekend after that. So that's our plans up next anyway. And
Greg will be in Tennessee.
Greg and Mindy are heading to Tennessee to hopefully get Mindy her first turkey ever. So that's where they're getting, actually they may be down there right now. They were supposed to leave yesterday, I believe, or no, they're leaving today, I think.
She's pretty nervous about it.
She is nervous about it, but I think they'll have a good time. Greg's got her set up with my little youth model 20 gauge. I wish we could have got on that sucker, man, but I don't have the time today to mess with him. That's one of those turkeys you need to commit your whole day to and just be real patient with him and get in the spots where you know he likes to be. But sometimes you just don't get them. Sometimes they don't act the way that you want them to. Good trip, nonetheless.
A lot of turkeys.
A lot of turkeys. We did not have a problem getting into turkeys in Georgia. When this warm weather kicks in today and tomorrow, hens are going to start going out and looking for nests and stuff. But as you all saw from Yanni's bird that he killed the other day, there was 3 longbeards and a great big group of hens all in one group.
But then we ran into that same flock yesterday, and when we saw them, there's probably only 10. And by the time that we got them within range, there was 2 longbeards and a hen that we could see. So they really had broke up.
They're breaking up right now, so it's going to start getting real good here in Georgia. We just hit it a little bit too early. Still got into turkeys, so I can't complain. We got long drives back home. He's going to Michigan, we're going to Iowa. So we better hit it. Thank you guys for watching.